With the methods that they use to try and lower the risks as they try to ascertain what strain of COVID this is. The time now is 8 to 8. For the latest update, let's go over to Chris.
Thanks, Nick. Ball up a fist. It's the month for Black History, you know what it is. It's the month we get the kids to see the stories and pics, listen to all of these vids, watching recordings and clips. But it's the month that we should literally support our own biz, then we could do it more religiously where all of us live. See, now you're talking. I'm supporting. So appalling we give all of our money building others up but falling ourselves. I'm serious. Yeah, I can see that. Who are you trying to convince? But psychologically, admittedly, it's causing a rift, as economically we literally are falling to bits, as all we do is give our wealth to those who offer us gifts. But think about the aspirations that we offer to kids. When the curriculum we're giving them is covered in glitz, it takes away the real agenda that they've covered it with, and makes you wonder whether they really had suffered for this. Back in July, we heard the things that Michael Holding relived, a brilliant speech about us educating all of our kids, how we should teach them about the good, the bad, the poor and the rich, the pros and cons of all ethnicities, exposing their myths.
When he remembered what he went through, man, he totally flipped. And mentioning his parents made him emotional quick. That's why the mental health agenda was brought into this, because the trauma they experience is often relived. So true.
Plenty of hospitals across the globe were poorly equipped but had the wherewithal to care for all the lowly and sick.
It's not fair the way they dealt with you all knowing the risk. Just applause for the cause? Now they owe you a gift.
For those of you that don't believe Corona exists, let me expose the view for all to see that most of you missed. While you were busy and were focusing on multiple deaths, they don't acknowledge those recovering outweighing the threats. They were concealing the results of all of those that had lived. They want to wear you out and scare you, have you holding your breath. So let me take this moment just to get this off of my chest. It seems we lost the feed. We're hoping to fix. Anyway, let's get the latest on October the 5th. The devastation that was caused by an explosion that ripped right through the city of Beirut back on August the 6th left the Lebanese citizens hoping to get more support.
He tried to tell the cops that he was claustrophobic, sick, that he just got over COVID and shit.
Look how he's choking his neck. That's not how you're supposed to arrest. He's even posing, man. I hope he never gets rest.
So now the president is hoping to get a second term at being POTUS if the voters will pick him over all the other candidates that's going against. But when the counting is all over, will it all be legit? The self-centered orange leader keeping socially distant. Next week we get to see what the results will predict. But whether full moon, half moon or total eclipse, if he gets a second term, that means the voting is rigged.
Are we on? Okay. To get the latest weather report for you and the kids.
We're likely to receive some rain, followed by the mist, but by this afternoon, the rain will be fully dismissed.
Chadwick Boseman was superb. There's no way we'll forget.
Can't nobody hold a candle to the role he depicts. Rest in power, King T'Challa. You'll surely be missed.
I think we could recast the role if they wished, and I think the fans would be okay if he was honoured with it.
How do you mean?
Well, I noticed that he'd often admit that there would be no role to play if Denzel Washington did not pay for the scholarship that was offered to him.
Okay.
With that said, let me show you who I'd pick. Gained recognition by himself, not your usual kid. I watched the trailers for the Tenet film, the moves that he did. That let me know that J.D. Washington's a suitable fit.
In other news, on the music scene, many rappers have reduced how they use obscene connotations, slurs, and abusive themes. They reject the N-word and its use, it seems. When referring to female, they are now using queens, sisters, or empresses to choose between. As for the male equivalent, Nubian kings, brothers, chief executives, and dudes on the deans.
1 minute. What do you call a fly without wings?
I don't know. A fly without wings? What do you call a fly without wings?
A walk. Get it? Ain't that funny?
Dreadful.
It's a special day today for guess who? Pat Reed, my mentor, my mum, and to my nephew. Praying that you'll have a fantastic day and that the Lord bless you and that you'll celebrate in a special way and eat the best food. It's pretty clear that this has been a year we all could admit that 2020 brought a vision no one thought would exist. People coming together triggered by global events. But is Contagion and that other film a coincidence?
Over to you.
You're such a light drinker. That from only one sip. Become drunk and run around like no one exists. Until you run into the pub or then you sober up quick because you know you'll be jobless if they tell you you're nicked.